again, and this time I'm here to talk to you about Ben Grimm, or more commonly known as the Thing from the Fantastic Four. These are the many different versions I have of him. Now you're probably wondering why in the heck does he need so many versions of the same character. I just like the different interpretations and the different molds and the way different companies used to represent him, because some are based on the comic book appearance, some are based on the movie appearance, and so forth and so forth. I always find some details or certain costumes or just a general look of the toy interesting. That's why I end up getting different varieties and different sizes and so forth. The same goes for any of the other characters I already talked about, such as the Thor and the Hulk. I have numerous versions because I just like different interpretations. Not every mold is the same, and not every look of the character is the same. But anyway, going back to the Ben Grimm here, this is several versions of him I have that are based either on the comic book or on the movie, or on some neutral versions of him. Well, let's start with this one right here on the far right. This one here is in his astronaut suit, and he has an action feature that if you press a big button at the back, his face will change to Ben Grimm and then back to Thing. There is how it looks up close. So, this is the way he looks in the first Fantastic Four movie. So this is on which this toy was based upon. And the thing is about the Thing, that he came with the laser rifle that shoots a plastic dart, but I did not put it on him because I prefer him the way he is, just like this. I don't see the point why does he need a laser rifle anyway. Then another one here from the Fantastic Four Marvel Legends Classics by Toy Biz. He's not that bad in this version. He's wearing his blue pants rather than a shorts. But the thing is, I don't like the fact that one of the hands is not molded properly, in the sense that it's molded outstretched, and I don't like that. Just the same problem as with the Hulk. It's better if his hands are molded as fists. But still, there's things to like about the figure. This is not the best version of the Thing. I wouldn't say it's the best, but it was done by Hasbro. And the fact is, I don't really like this mold a lot, but I still got it anyway because I have so many versions of him. I thought one more. And he's rather small in size. He's supposed to be, I guess, 6 inch, but he looks smaller than that. Still a very... the face is the thing that bugs me the most about him. The face sculpt, it's not... I don't know. It's just something is off about it. Let's go back in time, and this particular thing is from Toy Biz from the 1990s, and he's actually very nicely done, and he's wearing his complete Fantastic Four uniform with the white boots, and even though he doesn't have a lot of articulation, he's still very well done, and I like the way he looks. You couldn't expect a lot from these kinds of figures back in the day because you take them for what they were at that time. And this one here would be the first appearance thing from Marvel Legends by Toy Biz, from the legendary Riders Wave. He came with a small, strange looking vehicle which I don't display him with, I just like him like this. And he looks a bit bloated in the face, as you can tell, but the thing is, I still like the way he looks. And I like to say Thing a lot, don't I? But anyway, I still like the way he looks. Another one here would be based on the movie. He's wearing a trench coat and he's actually missing a hat and the sunglasses. But those are very easy to lose because they don't stay very snug. But there is a big button at the back. If you press it, he will flex his muscle and talk. So listen to this. Whoops. He will move his arms and he will say it's clovering time. His most famous saying that he would say most of the time, even in the comics. And then this one here, I have already shown when I talked about in one of my previous videos about Marvel Icons, which is practically oversized Marvel Legends, except this is not really part of Marvel Icons, but I displayed them in that video together with them because it's roughly the same size. This is actually just a rotocast figure of the thing based on the first Fantastic Four movie, and all the other members came in this size as well, and I think he's very well done. He has a very nice rocky exterior, and the sculpt looks exactly like the way he looks in the movie, and at least one of the hands is shaped like a fist, and he has a decent amount of articulation. The next one is the tiniest thing I got from the 1990s Fantastic Four animated series toy line. He's very small, I would say 5-inch in size, and he has a small action feature that it's like a ridge or a knob at the back, that if you pull that left and right, he's gonna move his arms up and down, ready to smash things and so forth. Now the next one next to him is the Toy Biz Marvel Legends box set House of M storyline thing, and he looks very awkward looking because he's almost like a caveman turned into rock and so forth, and he has a great deal of articulation. He came with the bold Hulk with tattoos that you can see in my previous video about the Hulk figures. He has a very bloated mugshot, but still not a bad looking figure. At least he's bulky and big in size. Now this is one of the biggest in the sense of size among the regularly sized figures. He's about, I would say, 10-inch or a little bit under 10-inch. He comes from Marvel Select, and I already talked about him in one of my previous videos about Marvel Select figures. This is a very good representation, one of the best among these, because he has very big molded fists, and he's quite heavy and bulky, and he's wearing his Fantastic Four belt and the pants and the boots, and he looks really amazing among all of these things. The next one would be Fantastic Four Marvel Legends thing. He comes with an action feature that when you press a oversized button again on his back, they overdo it with the size of these buttons. But anyway, when you press it and put the arms maybe a bit up like this, he will smash down with his fists. Again, hands are shaped like fists, which is really good. That's why I like this figure a lot. And at least his face is not bloated. He looks normal for a change. They don't overdo it with the Popeye jaw like they did with some of the other ones. And then another one here would be one of the very first versions of Marvel Legends thing. Now this is not the best version, only for the fact that his hands are very flat. He can just slap you in the face with it, or he can kill some flies with it. I'm not really sure what was the point of this. Or he can just tell you that he surrenders. You can take him to jail or whatever. So that's the only stupid thing about this figure, that the fact is that these hands are so flat, and he can just do the wave, you know, and a dance move and whatever. Other than, oh yeah, well, we all worship Mighty Galactus kind of thing as well, so. But even though I ridicule this figure, I like the sculpt except the hands. The hands is the biggest minus. So if you make him mad, he will slap you in the face, and that's as far as he goes. Now, they probably realized what a stupid mistake that was with the flat hands and the slapping. They made another figure of him in a box set, Fantastic Four, that had the complete crew, meaning all 4 members of Fantastic Four, and the son of Sue Storm and Reed Richards, and it also had the figure of Doctor Doom. Now this thing shares the same body sculpt as this one here, except there is an improvement. The face looks better, there's an angry look to it, and the fingers are articulated that he can make fists. So instead of slapping in the face, he can actually break you to bits for a change. So that's a much better and much more articulated thing than the previous one. Now, if you're wondering if this is all the things I got, no, I was lying, because I saved the best for last. And I hope it will fit. So beware of this thing. This is the largest thing I got. And I didn't even got him out of the package yet. It was a gift from a friend. And this one is based on the movie, and he's supposed to be, according to the box, 26 inches or 66 centimeters. Posable action figure. So he's a reminiscing of this particular one, because I believe they're very much the same. And they are the same because they're both based on the movie, except this other one is way, way bigger. You can tell the difference, because I'm going to put the other one in front here. This one at the front is about 12 inch. So there is quite a bit of a size difference between them. I will probably eventually, maybe one day, take him out of the box, but at this time I just simply got no space where to put him. But yes, this is the largest one I got. And he has pretty much decent amount of articulation. Again, he was done by Toy Biz when they still had the license. And it looks pretty good. If you're wondering which one of these is rare, I would say, based on the research, let's put this guy down, he's taking so much space. From what I've seen, the ones that would probably be worth quite a bit of money, at least based on what I saw, would be this one right here, done by Toy Biz from the Fantastic Four Classics. And also, let me just see, where is that other one? Yes, this one as well, from the House of M box set. He's also worth quite a bit, I understand, if you get him separately from the rest of the figures. And of course this one, with the smashing fists. Again from the Toy Biz Fantastic Four Classics. And one more, let me just see, which one would that be? This one I also noticed seems to also go for quite a bit of money, because he's part of a big box set that was done by Toy Biz back in the day, that I already mentioned some details about it earlier. So yes, if you're a big fan of things the way I am, you can get yourself the smallest one, which this is the oldest one I have among all of these. Or you can get yourself something like this, which is very big, enormous in size, and it takes a great amount of space. And I'll lift it as much as I can so you can see the humongousness of this thing. And he's quite heavy too, actually. But these are most of the versions I got. I don't really collect Marvel Universe, meaning the small midgety figures. And I know he exists there too, in a very small form, even smaller than this one. But I don't like those little figurines, they're too small. But I would recommend any one of these figures, especially this one, because he's actually quite affordable. And he's usually available in any of your local comic book stores. I really wouldn't ask for any improvements on any particular version of him, because these are all pretty good, just the way they are. It just depends on which one is your cup of tea. And if you got a thing about the thing, so you better go ahead and get one of them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!